So good evening and welcome to Hewlett-Packard's Global Vessel Support presentation. I'll take you through some of the slides on the screen if I may. So you're probably wondering what Global Vessel Support is all about. So let me give you an idea. My name is Gary Hodgkinson. So Global Vessel Support from HP Technology Services Organisation provides IT hardware and software for vessels that operate around the globe. So trains, planes, oil rigs, cargo ships, that type of example. And as you can see, some lovely pictures of the ships and vessels that I'm talking about in the presentation. So why Global Vessel Support in HP? So what is the differentiated value for this offer? Well, it significantly reduces downtime across IT infrastructure, particularly around remote locations in the globe. These planes and trains, they travel to some unusual places and some unusual cities, and they need to ensure that any IT support issues are maintained and rectified quite quickly. Otherwise, that does cause a lot of significant downtime. One number to call, so wherever you are in the world, wherever the problem is, one phone number to call, and the call gets sorted out by Hewlett-Packard Service Desk. Customised solutions, so it could be agreed for particular ports of where the vessels go, so it could well be in Nairobi, or it could be in South Africa, or it could be in Alaska, depending on the locations that fits the customer requirements. HP as a global brand takes ownership of the call from end to end, so from the moment the call is placed with HP until resolution. That's what you get from a global brand. For some significant areas, we do use local expertise, as you'd expect, for some of the more remote locations. And as I mentioned previously, HP do own the end-to-end process, all the way from call dispatch, diagnosis, parts, logistics, resolution, engineering, location. So a lot of differentiated value for this offer, and as you can see, it does significantly reduce the downtime in customers' IT infrastructure. What is the value chain? So it is primarily delivered by HP engineers across major cities in the world. As I mentioned before, for some of the remote locations, we may use trusted third parties. Those guys do have to go through a significant selection process to be part of HP's delivery network. We own the delivery resources, we own the service desk. If we have to back anything off to a third party, we own that transition. We're not backing it off to a third party, and there you go. It's HP will own that from start to finish. One of our key differentiators around our IP, our intellectual property, we will use our remote monitoring tools to help quicker the call fault diagnostics and the logistics and the sorting out of the issue. HP genuine parts are used at all times, and as I mentioned, we own the diagnosis of the faulty equipment, we collect the parts and we ship the new parts to site. These parts are stored in bonded warehouses across the globe, so they can be accessed only by HP authorised personnel, ensuring that we actually maintain the correct level of service to our customers. Okay, what's the go-to-market strategy? So initially direct, business to business, via HP field sales and an inside telesales organisation based in Scotland. For me, it's all around portfolio awareness, so we'll be putting adverts around our service in relevant magazines, shipping news, that type of stuff. What we're going to do to get our target market going is customers are going to receive an electronic mail detailing the offer and associated benefits, and this will all be followed up by a professional sales call by a direct sales employee of HP. We're going to look for a hook to the customer. Could be a discount, could be some sort of hook to try to reel the customers in. And once service is established and we've got case studies and so on and so forth, then we'll increase our indirect sales coverage model to increase our penetration in the market. And what I want to do is get an elevator pitch for all of the sales guys, a 1 or 2 minute elevator pitch on the offer, so that we can really drive the advantages home to our consumers. Okay, let's look at the profit. Everyone's interested in numbers. So a lot of numbers on the slide here. I'm just going to talk you through the highlights. 3 range of servers, different prices. You can see 750, 450 and 200. The minimum server level we require is 100 to make this work. Okay, that's the minimum end. Average server estate around 250 from our market research, and the standard config is 50 high end, 100 mid, and 100 value servers. So the revenue per customer based on the above is about £102,500. We expect 20 customers to take up this service in year 1, making that just over 2 million. So £2,050,000 in year 1 for revenue. Okay, what about the costs? So again, you can see the high range servers 365, mid range 198, the value servers 104. We do have obviously sales and marketing overheads. We have other overheads as well. They calculate at £29 and £19 per server respectively. Same standard configuration. Cost per customer is actually £60,450. As previously discussed, we will expect 20 customers to take up the proposition in year one. So the expected annual cost is £1,209,000. So there you go. Profit per customer, £42,050. Year one profit, £841,000 with a gross margin of 41%. That is a really great return on investment there. The anticipated yearly growth for year 2 to 5 is around 7%. So really is an offer that, once successful, we can elevate quite quickly at a 7% growth rate, which I'm sure you'll find is very attractive to the marketplace. Okay, what are the key drivers of profitability? Well, key things here: number of customers taking up the service, the number of equipment under contract, number of location services around the globe, number of support calls placed, number of engineering visits required, number of parts used, sales made directly or indirectly, and the number of third-party delivery organisations used. They are all of the key drivers of profitability. And finally, the logic of the business. I think there's a gap in the market. There is a lack of single vendor offering end-to-end support. There are certain organisations that do parts of it, but no one actually owns the offer end-to-end. It is a compelling offer. It's a credible solution. It's underwritten by a global brand of Hewlett-Packard. It's profitable, 41% gross margin, as you can see, because we utilise the existing infrastructure of Hewlett-Packard's engineering, diagnostics, parts, so on and so forth. Drives costs down, allowing us to be extremely competitive in the market. Word of mouth. These types of offers, particularly when we're advertising in the relevant magazines, word of mouth gets around. So once we get a couple of customers, word will quickly get around that HP have a solution that is credible, cost efficient, basically is saving a lot of IT infrastructure resources for the customers. And the great thing is it's got a flexible business model and it is adaptable to market changes. And that's my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.